Welcome back to Becci Travels. Today I'm going to talk about the trip that we took to Half Moon Cay. The beginning of the day, we start off with breakfast in the room. There's no extra charge for this, but it's polite to tip the person that brings your breakfast. You will have a card that hangs on the hook by the bathroom in your room, and it'll give you the times that you want, to mark for them to come. And it's like a continental breakfast style. It'll have cereal, Danish, coffee, etc. that you can check off for each person in the room. On the day that you arrive at Half Moon Cay, if you had scheduled an excursion at the excursion desk, you will know ahead of time on your ticket what time you will have to meet at the Taj Mahal. You get off first. When your group is called in the Taj Mahal to go in line and exit the boat, they will scan your key. Since the boat can't get any closer to the island, it has to stay out in the deeper waters. You will get on like a taxi boat, and then that will take you into the island. Once arriving on the island, if you have an excursion, I know there's different times, but if yours is one of the early ones, like at 10 in the morning, they do have trucks nearby that will taxi you out to your destinations, because it is quite a walk for certain excursions. There's no extra charge to ride on it. If you had purchased a cabana, you can go straight to your cabana at any time. Usually it's at 9 a.m. and usually it's around $280, and that's for one that will hold 4 guests. Before you get there, they'll ask you like if you want snorkeling gear, that's included, and they'll ask you your shoe size. And then also they will have floating rafts that you can use in the ocean. And then also with the cabanas, when you rent, they provide food, and it comes with a plate full of oranges, and then there's like a tray that has a variety of cantaloupe, melon, pineapple. They will provide chips and salsa and guacamole and sour cream. They also include ice and pop, which they will bring in a cooler at the excursion desk on the ship. They will ask how many cans of pop for each person. It's like 2 per person, and you get to choose out of 5 choices, and you can ask for bottled water too. Also, they will give you a veggie tray that has a variety of veggies such as carrots and broccoli and celery, and also it will have dip too. And also in the cabana, they do have a fan that has kind of like a mister attached to it, and then they have 2 layout chairs. And then as you go in, there's an air conditioner that you can have running, and also there's a table with 4 chairs. It keeps pretty cool in there because they kind of have them hidden with trees over them, so it does stay pretty cool in them. If given a choice on what number on the cabanas that you want at the excursion desk, the lower numbers are closer to the pirate ship bar, and then as they go up to number 15, that's further away from the people, from like 1 to 7, it gets kind of a little bit crowded. And then from 7 to 15, it gets more isolated. The restrooms are near Cabana 10, and that is the natural color of the water. The water is really clear and blue. It kind of gives off a blue tint on everything. It's really nice. And so in the afternoon, they will have a pavilion area where you can get food, and this is included on the island whether you have an excursion or not. And they have things such as like jerk chicken, hamburgers, hot dogs, side dishes like coleslaw, potato salad, things like that, kind of like picnic type food. And you can go up there multiple times. we had a chance to schedule for an excursion, which was called the Echo Lagoon Tour. The price was $39.99 for an adult and $29.99 for a child. And this tour duration is about an hour and a half long. Once you get out to that excursion, you get on a boat, and I forget how many people per boat. And this is a glass bottom boat. They'll take the boat out slowly, and they will educate you on different things that you might see through the glass. You might be able to see sea turtles, stingrays, or conchs, and sea urchins, and they will give you like an education on the history of the island and also what's in the water.
Vegetation growing into the limestone without any soil. They survive from the salt. They are saltwater plants, and they all are naturally grown.
And when you get halfway out, they stop and they'll give you like bread that you can feed the fish out there with. And it's kind of cool just to, you know, see the fish come running up to the boat. The taxi boat will go back and forth, I think, every half hour. The last call was at 5 o'clock. So you do have the option to leave whenever you need. From the morning till 5, you can go back and forth between the ship if you forgot something, or if you had enough of the island and just wanted to head back to the ship. After you get back on the ship from the island, if you are still hungry, they still have a few places open in the Mermaid Grill. I think also Guy's Burgers are open late. I think Blue Iguana closes at 3 p.m. and so there still is food options available. After having lunch on the ship, we just enjoyed the luxuries that the ship had to offer, and then by time dinner came around, we got ready for that and headed on down to the Normandy restaurant. Here's the dinner menu for tonight. For appetizers, we had the crab melt on brioche with cheese sauce. The crab meat was really good. It tasted like it was wild caught. The cheese sauce matched well with the crab meat. Next we had the cannoli, which is with ricotta, bacon, and shaved Parmesan cheese wrapped in like a lasagna type pasta. That was really good too. It kind of tasted like lasagna, but it was just a nicer way to present it. Next we had peach soup, which is a cold chilled soup with fresh mint. It's cool and refreshing, and it's not overly sweet. For the main dishes, we had the swordfish steak, which had a citrus and pepper rub with broccoli, carrots, and red potatoes. The swordfish I felt was a little overcooked, so you might have to tell them to not make it well done. Other than that, it was really good. Next shows a picture of the barbecue pork spare ribs, which comes with baked beans, corn, and cheese bread. The pork on the spare ribs I saw was pull off the bone, so it didn't stick to the bone, so they had to have cooked it really well for it to just fall off the bone. And for dessert, we had a bread pudding that had chocolate sauce in the middle, and then on the side had a cinnamon dolce sauce that you could pour over it. Next for dessert, we had poached pears with a pear ice cream, and it was topped with pieces kind of like a waffle cone. It was really good. This concludes the video for the Half Moon Cay Island. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will be coming back with another one, and thanks for watching, and please like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks.